Welcome to the Peak, where becoming your best self is our goal. I'm Mike Mittman. On this week's episode, an organization helping our LGBTQ plus youth, water activities to stay cool, and how St. Luke's used innovative technology to keep a heart beating. All that and more coming up on The Peak. Bradbury Sullivan is a staple in our community. See how their youth programming is helping families in our region.
Bradbury Sullivan provides so many different services to so many different people in the community. It's really just providing a space for youth to be themselves that they might not have anywhere else.
They offer outstanding public health initiatives. They offer outstanding advocacy for our community. And Bradbury Sullivan is both guardian of our history, and they're helping us through the arts to imagine the kinds of communities we want to build into the future that will benefit all of us and help all LGBTQ plus people thrive.
I've been working in education for the past almost 10 years now, and the whole reason I went into education was to protect LGBT youth. The youth programming is a safe space for the kids and the community itself. LGBT youth programming is just a program for queer kids to come, provided specifically for resources, supplies, materials, coping mechanism skills.
LGBT youth programming is everything. It's the foundation of bringing up queer adults that thrive in our community. The biggest thing is you get to be around people who understand you, to find community, to find people like you, because that's what they need. It's showing them that they have somebody on their side.
It gave me that opportunity to kind of break out and express art in its purest form, and with no fear or restraint in that, you have this sort of safe space for you.
Coming here, it will be beneficial for your queer child because they know that you care. Just the thought of you coming to the center and saying, I want to help my queer child, is allyship at its finest. Just those simple words can mean a lifetime of acceptance and comfortability.
I have taken advantage of some resources that Bradbury Sullivan LGBT Community Center offers. We really took advantage of Project Silk and the after-school programming, and to me, Project Silk and the staff that work there are lifesavers. They're creating after-school space for LGBTQ plus youth that the space is affirming. It makes kids feel like they belong. It allows them to explore their identities in a safe space, and it's incredibly fun. So it really is a great place for LGBTQ plus youth to be. Bradbury Sullivan LGBT Community Center is really a big part of our lives.
I think that's the wonderful thing, to be able to share those experiences, to normalize it, so people could see, hey, we're regular kids, and we could also contribute to society in many beautiful ways.
If you want to show your allyship, talking is one thing, but doing is another. Donating is helping us tremendously with our programming. It's going to be providing new resources, safer resources for our youth. Investing in youth programs is investing in the future.
It's great to know there's a safe space with activities for all ages. Now let's check in with Holly as she explores some of Lehigh Valley's favorite water spots.
We talk about getting outdoors constantly when telling people to come to Lehigh Valley to experience all the fun things to see and do here. We're not kidding when we say there's plenty to do. So put on your adventure cap and maybe some sunblock, and let's have some fun. Paddle your way through Class 2 and 3 rapids on the scenic Lehigh River. Don't worry if you're a beginner, their experienced guides will be with you every step of the way, to ensure your safety and enjoyment. If you're looking for something a little more intense, you can try their inflatable kayaks, where you'll navigate the rapids all on your own. Or if you're looking for a more relaxing experience, you can enjoy a leisurely paddle down the river on a calm water trip. No matter which adventure you choose, you'll be surrounded by the breathtaking beauty of the Pocono Mountains. The lush forests, towering cliffs, and sparkling waterfalls will take your breath away. We'd say take lots of photos, but this is one where you'll want to be a little bit more hands-on. After all, you're here to disconnect and make amazing memories. Next is a similar adventure, but calls for different flotation devices. Learn about America's canal age while taking in the sights when visiting the National Canal Museum and Hugh Moore Historical Park in Easton. At Hugh Moore Historical Park, the sparkling waters of the Lehigh Canal beckon you to indulge in a variety of exhilarating activities. There are more than 2 miles of the placid, fully restored Lehigh Canal in Hugh Moore Park, located alongside the D&L Trail. Explore the canal and D&L Trail on a paddle boat, canoe, kayak, or bike, available for rent next to the dock of the Josiah White II canal boat. Staff inside the Welcome Center will help you choose the right craft and assist you with getting underway. Life jackets and helmets are available for children and adults. Or if you prefer a more leisurely adventure, step aboard the Josiah White II canal boat. Immerse yourself in the rich history of the region as you cruise along the canal, guided by experienced storytellers who bring the past to life. Sit back, relax, and let the gentle waves carry you to a bygone era. Now let's head to a place that always brings the fun, especially when trying to cool down. Let's head to Wildwater Kingdom. Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom is the ultimate destination for water park fun and thrills. Wildwater Kingdom offers an endless array of water rides and attractions that will keep you cool and entertained all summer long. Whether you're a thrill seeker looking for a high-speed water slide or you're just looking to relax and soak up the sun, there's something for everyone. Check out Aqua Blast, a towering water slide that will have you screaming with excitement all the way down. With multiple slides to choose from, each offering a unique and thrilling experience, you'll want to ride them all. And for those who prefer a more laid-back experience, float through the lazy river that winds through the park. Or cool off in Wildwater Cove, a massive wave pool that simulates the ocean's waves, or at Splash Landing, a colorful splash pad with fun water features that are perfect for kids. Your summer to-do list is growing, we know. Isn't it awesome? We can't wait to see you on the water this summer, or in it. I'm Holly Harrow with Discover Lehigh Valley, and that was a peek at the valley.
Great locations to keep cool. Thanks, Holly. Up next, pediatric tips from our friends at St. Luke's. Stay tuned. You're watching The Peak. Emotional intelligence isn't just for adults. St. Luke shares tips to keep your kids uplifted.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kohler, and I'm a pediatrician with St. Luke's University Health Network. Today, I'll be sharing tips about your child's emotional wellness. It can be tricky for parents to sort out when their kids are having normal ups and downs versus a mental health problem. So these are some signs that you can look for. Kids who are having normal emotions or mild mental health symptoms generally return to their baseline of behavior once the stress is removed, once the test is over or the social event is done. Even though they're stressed, they still enjoy their usual activities, they're eating fine, sleeping okay. If you have concerns at this point, some good online sources are available, like the AAP's healthychildren.org website, or simply call your doctor to discuss. When kids are having more moderate symptoms, they might be avoiding their normal tasks and activities, not wanting to go to practice or school or social events with friends. They might not interact with the family as much. You might notice them not eating well with the family, but seeing signs that they're sneaking food in their room. At this point, it's definitely a good idea to contact your doctor because some counseling and for some children, some medication can be super helpful. If your child is having more severe symptoms, they're more withdrawn, they may be describing some panic symptoms of heart racing, feeling dizzy, like they might faint. Usually at that point, they're going to need some extra help. If a child ever expresses any thoughts of harming themselves or others, they actually need help right away, and they might need to get that help in a hospital. If a child might be involved with substance use, that is always a big red flag. If you're seeing big changes in behavior, trouble waking a kid up, them so upset, unable to calm down, that's when you really want to seek help right away. If things are pretty stable, you can certainly call your doctor. And Pennsylvania does have the 24-hour suicide and crisis lifeline simply by dialing 988. Thanks for joining us. This has been St. Luke's Pediatric Tip of the Week.
Happy kids, happy life. Thanks for the tips, St. Luke's. Next, Sarah takes us through a tour of a unique, sustainable business in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Sarah Viteri, and this is Voices of the Valley. Today, we're exploring sustainable living. We're at Verde in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Let's go inside and see how they're making this planet a better place to live. Hi, Shauna. Oh, thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you for being here.
have a beautiful shop. So tell me about Verde and what is its mission?
Verde is kind of like a blend of all of the ideas that I have, all the loves that I have. I wanted to make a legacy for my daughters because I'm a mom first, of course. And I have always had a desire to kind of repurpose things. So that stems from my background. I was raised by my grandparents. They had a ton of kids. And so they had to make everything stretch. And then I also, being an esthetician, wanted to put more natural things on my body. I like to support local artists, and giving them a space was really important to me as well.
I love it. I love your mission and I love the shop. And there's so much that you sell here. Like you said, you have artists here, you have beauty things, you have so many things. So can we take a little tour and show me around what you have here? That'd be great. Tell me about this station. There's a lot going on here.
So this station is what we call a refillery. So we have products that you can bring your own container or you can purchase ours and just pay by the ounce. So you would weight your container first, tear it out, and then just kind of like the deli and just pay for what you need. It's a really nice way to reuse some of the plastics that you may have at home, but also it's a nice way to just pay for exactly what you need, especially if you're just going to the laundromat right up the street, that kind of thing.
Basically, you are very much promoting the discarding of single-use containers. Tell me, why is that important?
Well, they end up in our landfill and plastic never degrades. It just lives on for forever and forever. And I'm a child of the 90s. I was born in the 80s, but child of the 90s. And so Save the Whales really impacted me. I bought like every folder.
I also see you have a lot of furniture pieces here. Can you tell me about that? Show me around a little bit. So I love this piece. Talk to me about the furniture that you have here in your store.
So we partnered with a couple from Bluebell. So they're just outside of the Lehigh Valley, but still in Pennsylvania. And they make custom pieces. They gave us a few samples. They are all very antique, but solid wood pieces.
So Shauna, you sell so many different things here. It's very unique. Can you give me like a list, a rundown of what exactly you sell here?
Yeah, so we sell obviously household cleaning products, we sell personal care items, and we also sell gift items like, stuffed animals, earrings, things like that for your personal or
furniture, art,
yes.
The list goes on and on. Well, Shauna, thank you so much for showing me around your beautiful shop. Now you know if you come here to Verde, you're going to be doing something good for the planet. Thank you so much for watching. This is Voices of the Valley.
When it comes to your loved one's health, you can trust that St. Luke's uses the latest technologies to provide great care. See how an innovative pacemaker kept a patient's heart beating.
My name is Paulette Shook. I'm retired from Bethlehem Steel, and we like to go antiquing, and we used to go to flea markets and walk a lot. But in 2021, I was riding the recumbent bike. I felt tired after only 5 minutes. So I put my oxygen thing on my finger, and my oxygen wasn't that bad. It was like 91 or something, but my pulse went down to 40. So when I had my appointment with my regular cardiologist, he found that my heartbeat was going down low at night, and he recommended that I get a pacemaker.
When Paulette came to see me, she was having a situation where her heart was going too fast and too slow. She was in a rhythm called atrial fibrillation, which is a chaotic and irregular rhythm of the heart. What I enjoy the most is because I work in a top 50 cardiovascular hospital, I have access to all of the latest and greatest technology, and I can offer my patients state-of-the-art care in their hometown.
He didn't think I needed that kind that's under your skin. This new one, he says, might be just what you need, where this is right inserted in your heart and screwed into it.
We were able to put in this new state-of-the-art leadless pacemaker, which, believe it or not, has a 20-year battery life. Basically, through a little catheter that we can place in the leg, we can deliver it up to the heart. In this particular pacemaker, we actually screw it into the heart. And once we put the pacemaker in, we were able to give her the appropriate medications to slow her heart rate down. So just a simple pacemaker procedure, which took about 20 minutes, allowed us to address her medical condition.
I've been doing good since then, and I'm still riding the recumbent bike at home, and I do the stepper and everything, so I do get exercise. With the pacemaker, you know, you're more confident that you have that backup.
Now her heart is sort of in a happy place. She uses the pacemaker anywhere from 15 to 20% of the time, and it's improved her shortness of breath. When she's doing things like walking around the house or activities of daily living, she doesn't have to worry about her heart racing.
The team at St. Luke's, they listen to you, they take care of you. Everybody was really nice to me and everything, and St. Luke's is our hospital. That's one we go to all the time.
At St. Luke's University Health Network, we have all this incredible new technology that is allowing patients to recover quicker, have less invasive procedures, and just actually feel better. When a patient comes into the office after a procedure such as an ablation or a pacemaker and says, "Dr. Traub, thank you so much for giving me my life back," it's the most rewarding thing in the world. I can't really put it in words.
Joining me today is Dr. Ray Durkin, the chairman of cardiovascular medicine for St. Luke's University Health Network. Thanks for being here, Dr. Durkin.
Thanks for having me, Ashley.
Heart disease is still the leading cause of death globally, and often something people think about maybe over 50. Can you give us some advice on how to prevent heart disease throughout your life, even earlier than 50?
You're right. Heart disease is more prevalent as you age. The risks for heart disease begin earlier in life. I think the most important thing for everybody is to see their primary physician every year. And with that, you'll get a physical exam. The earlier you start with that, the more opportunity you have to prevent the common forms of heart disease. So prevention begins early in life.
What age should someone get their heart checked for the first time, and how often should that happen? I know that having a primary care physician is certainly very important. When does that escalate to seeing a cardiologist?
Well, that really depends on the situation. Typically, people come to see a cardiologist if they have significant abnormalities in some of those risks like cholesterol, or if they have a symptom. The typical symptoms are chest pain or shortness of breath, or if on a physical exam, a primary doctor hears a heart murmur.
So there are a lot of things that people can experience that they might sort of brush off and think, it's just anxiety, it's just something I ate. How does someone know when they should really get checked for something that could be a lot more than indigestion?
Particularly if you have risks for heart disease, to never not pay attention to any type of discomfort in your chest or shortness of breath out of the ordinary. We always advocate getting that checked quickly. Too often we see people who ignore symptoms and then end up, with poor outcomes.
Tell me a little bit about the cardiology team at St. Luke's, Dr. Durkin, and how you all work together to ensure the best patient care.
Well, we have a team of approximately 60 cardiologists, 40 advanced practitioners, and we also work very closely with our team of heart surgeons. We've just been recently recognized again as a top 50 cardiovascular hospital in the country. Again, this is based on publicly reported data. It's nothing you can apply for or pay for. It just shows that we have lower mortalities, we have less complications, we have lower readmission rates and lower costs than other comparable hospital systems throughout the country. So we're just very proud of the way that our team all works together to provide those outcomes.
Well, congratulations. That's really exciting. And what about some of the innovations that are happening over at St. Luke's with cardiology advancements? What kind of technologies and treatments can people know are available to them if they need it?
First of all, the technology of devices that we could implant in people to help them feel better has made great strides over the past 10 years. We now have a pacemaker that we could insert that's smaller than a AAA battery that doesn't have any leads. Heart valve surgery has changed over the past 10 years. Aortic stenosis, or the need for a new aortic valve, is one of the most common heart surgeries there are. And for the past 10 years, we've been able to do that through a catheter in the leg and send people home literally the next day with a new heart valve. These heart valves are made out of tissue, and they have a tendency to degenerate over time. Okay, so you might need a second one. We used a valve this week that has a tissue called Resilia. It has an anti-calcification technology that actually preliminary data shows that the valve doesn't thicken or calcify or wear out. So, and again, just to be on the forefront of that makes us proud here at St. Luke's.
That's excellent. Great news all around. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Durkin.
Thank you, Ashley.
Paulette continues to thrive thanks to the team at St. Luke's. I'm Mike Mittman. Thanks for watching. To learn more about anything from today's show, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. And remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. Okay, let's do this. Man, where all these cars come from? I forgot to say Pennsylvania. It could be Bethlehem, New York. You never know. Should I stop the wind? I got you. He's going about 90 miles an hour, that guy. Well, we got planes, we got cars. The only thing we're missing is a boat. See how their youth I'll try that again without hitting me in the head.
Portions of this program were paid for by St. Luke's University Health Network. The Peak TV is a production of ASR Media.
Like what you saw? Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video.
To see more of the Peak TV, check out our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and catch us on WFMZ Channel 69.